Hi, hi. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to talk to you, hopefully help you a little bit through what it is that you're going through. And I just want you to know that I'm going to do everything I can for you. I am not an actual therapist, but I'm here to listen to you as your friend and to hear you, and that can be very healing to have someone to speak to and to be heard. So I'm glad you came. It's a very brave first step to open up to someone and to get the courage to put your feelings and your thoughts into words and kind of make them a reality. So I'm really proud of you for that. And today I thought I would ask you a few questions that might be kind of typical if you were in an actual counseling session. But if you feel uncomfortable with any of the questions that I'm asking, then please just let me know. I definitely don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. All I want is to try and help as best as I can, okay? Alright, great. So, my first question, I guess, is quite basic. But before we start, actually, can I get you anything? Water, cozy blanket, anything like that? You're good? Okay, good. Alright. Let me know if you need anything at any point. This is very informal. We're just talking as friends. Okay, perfect. Alright. Okay, so we'll get to my first question then if you're ready. Okay, great. So first, I guess, could you give me a really general overview of what brings you here tonight? What is your general problem and what kind of pushed you over the edge and made you decide that you're ready and you want to talk to someone about it? Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It can't be easy. It's hard when you're not understood, especially by those that are really close to you. Yeah, I totally get that. Have you ever seen a counselor before? Okay. Yeah. I think that your first time being in a counseling sort of situation, sitting down, really opening up to someone is difficult. It's a new situation, and you kind of maybe don't know exactly what the process is like, what's going to happen. Yeah. But it's very brave of you to decide to take that step and that leap when you really have no idea what to expect. So the hardest part is just showing up. And from here on out, I hope that we can talk to each other in a way that makes you feel comfortable, and hopefully now that you're here, you won't have to worry anymore about this whole experience. Okay, perfect. All right. And do you have any expectations or goals for this process? What would you like to see come out of this? Is there any particular way that you would like our meetings to be structured? Okay. Yeah, definitely. So, how many meetings do you think it will take for you to reach your goals? Perfect. How do you, in general, feel about listening to someone's advice and taking advice to learn and to grow? People feel very differently about this, so it's great to know up front there's no wrong answer, but it's just good to know any obstacles or challenges that we might be dealing with. Perfect. Thank you very much. That's great. Okay. And then how will we know when we've been successful in helping you reach your goals and in moving further along in the healing process? Okay. Yeah, I think that's a great performance measurement. Definitely. Okay. Perfect. Alright. So, we'll do just a little form so that we can get to know just a little bit more about you. And obviously we know your name. I'm just going to write it down here. Okay. How did you get here tonight? Did you walk? Take a cab? Did you drive yourself? Did you have someone drive you? Did you take a bus? Okay, perfect. Very good. Do you have any emotional or mental problems that you'd like to disclose? Definitely there's no pressure, but this is something that can help me in learning how to best communicate with you and to provide you with the best advice and the best help. So I'll list any off, or if there's any that you can think of that are not on this list, then you can let me know as well if you wish, okay? Perfect. Alright, so any learning problems, if you needed any special classes in school, any learning disabilities or brain damage, okay, perhaps depression, or if you haven't been diagnosed, if you often feel very sad, okay, anxiety, or perhaps if you just often feel very nervous. Okay. Do you ever have any hallucinations? Okay, perfect. Any trouble concentrating or can't get along with other people well? Okay. Any violent behavior? Okay. Any significant excessive use of alcohol or illicit drugs? Okay, good. Do you have any memory problems? Not really? Okay, good. I'll list off a few things here. If any of them apply to you, just stop me and let me know, okay? Autism, schizophrenia, heart attack, brain injury, brain tumor, seizure disorder, stroke, lost consciousness, bipolar, manic depressive disorder, speech problems, or experience with war, or any violent crimes. Okay. Alright, and we'll just do a little bit of a family history questionnaire. These questionnaires will probably take up the majority of our first session just because the most important thing for me is to get to know you so that I can understand a little bit more about what makes you tick and any possible motivations that you might have in your behavior, your feelings, and that will help in determining a solution for everything that's going on, okay? Alright, perfect. So for your family history, can I get your marital status? Alright, perfect. Okay, and how many times have you been married, if you don't mind my asking? Okay, great. And if at any point this becomes too personal, please just let me know. You don't have to disclose any information that you're not comfortable with, okay? Okay, great. How many children do you have, if any? Okay. Okay, and their ages? Oh, such a great age. Very fun. Okay. Whom do you live with? Your children? Okay. So you mentioned that you were divorced. How long ago was that you were divorced? Okay. And how long were you married before that? Okay, a pretty significant period of time. Your parents, were they both involved in raising you in those critical years from when you were born to when you turned 18? Did you have any parents pass away, or were your parents separated, divorced, or together during this time? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And how old are you? Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. And where were you born? Okay. All right. Where do you live currently? Okay. Okay. We'll do a little bit about your educational history. Did you complete grades 1 through 9? Okay. Did you receive your high school diploma, graduate, or GED? Okay. Did you do any post-secondary education, such as a community college or university? Okay, lovely. Where did you attend? And what were the number of years that you attended this institution? Perfect. What was your average grade in high school from A to F? Okay, just helps me get a better sense of you as a well-rounded person. Okay, perfect. Then a little work history. What types of work have you done? For example, physical labor or teaching, helping others, service or retail jobs, things like that. Okay, perfect. Little construction. For how many years? Oh, lovely. That's great. Okay. What was the longest time that you stayed working at one job? Okay. That's a long time. What did you do at your last job? Okay. And what was your last date of work, or is this job ongoing? Okay. You currently work there. Perfect. Great. Thank you. And we'll do a little bit of a medical history. Again, just to get to know you a little bit more and what makes you tick. If you can, list any medical problems that you have been diagnosed with in the past. Okay. Okay, perfect. List all medications that you currently take. Okay, and what's the dose of that? Perfect. And how many times per day? Okay, and what is the reason for this medication? Okay, perfect. Okay. Have you ever had any surgeries? No? Okay, lovely. That is great. Have you ever been hospitalized overnight for any medical reasons other than surgery? Okay. Alright, we'll just do a slight mental health history. Okay. Have you ever been placed in a psychiatric hospital? Alright. Have you ever seen a counselor, psychologist, or psychiatrist before? Right. Okay. Has a doctor ever prescribed medication to you to help with either depression, anxiety, behavior, or mental issues? Okay. All right. Perfect. And how old were you when this medication was prescribed? Okay. And what problem was this to help with? Okay. All right. Okay. And we'll do a short legal history. Have you ever been arrested or charged with any crimes? Never. We love to hear that. Have you ever been in jail or in prison? I'm assuming not if you've never been charged with any crimes. No, okay, perfect. And just a little background on any alcohol or drug use. How often would you say you drink alcohol? Every day, a few times a week, a few times a month, once a month or less, or you don't drink? Okay, a few times a month. Perfect. Has drinking alcohol ever caused problems for you? For example, have other people ever told you to drink less? Or have you ever had any legal issues or relationship problems arise because of the use of alcohol? No? Okay, perfect. When did you have your last drink? Okay. Perfect. Have you ever used illicit drugs? This can include marijuana, cocaine, MDMA, amphetamines, LSD, any of these, heroin, other. Okay. Yeah, I would say you're definitely not alone there. When did you last use a drug? Okay. How old were you when you first used a drug? Okay. All right. And last but not least, we'll just get a little to know you a little bit in terms of daily functioning, and how you get around in your day-to-day life. So, in terms of driving, have you ever driven a car? Okay. And do you still drive? Okay, perfect. All right. Are you able to shower, bathe, and groom yourself without help? Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Are you able to get dressed by yourself? Great. And you have great taste, by the way, if I do say so. Are you able to pay your bills and keep track of money without help from other people? Okay, perfect. Okay. And lastly, can you just describe a little bit of what you do in a typical day? Okay. Oh, very nice. Great. And that's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all of this information with me. I know it can be a lot to divulge all of this at once, but I promise I am asking these questions with you in mind and what is best for you. So I think that that's probably enough to put you through for tonight. But I think that in our next session, we will be able to dig a little deeper and talk a little bit about maybe some of your values and discuss how we can set some smart goals for you. Because really, the easiest way to make a change is to first have a goal and then work towards it. So I think that's what we'll work on next time, and maybe discuss a few more specifics of some high points and some low points in your life. Okay? Alright, perfect. And again, I'd just like to say that it was really brave of you to come in today. I'm very happy to see you, and I am thrilled to be able to talk with you and play even just a small part in helping you work towards your success and helping you heal and improve every day. Okay? So thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in, and I can't wait until next week for our next session. Okay. Thank you. I hope you have a great week. Okay. See you later. Bye bye.